Hey everybody, it is Lady True, and I am sitting here in my bathroom getting myself together this morning. And I was talking to myself like I do sometimes. It just be thoughts running through my mind. And I realized, I was listening to one of them, spiritual message of upliftment. And the crux of this person's message that your resilience pisses people off. And I was sitting here thinking about my own resilience and people wondering like, how does she keep going? What is she doing to keep going? And one, God, like, that's not even something to talk about, because if I was going by my own steam, I'd have fell apart, I don't know, 15 fucking years ago, 20 years ago. But it's also because I have heart. Because the message I was listening to, the gentleman was talking about how no matter what, you've gone through, you still, give a fuck about people. And I do still. I have been through, when I write my book or when I share my story, people are going to be looking at me with their mouth agape, because it's like, you got to be lying. You made that up. And I didn't make it up. It's what happened to me. Well, how are you so God? Like, let's get God. She is my rock. And yes, I call God a female. What are you talking about? Until I start seeing more men on this planet moving godly, God is a woman moving forward. God is a she, okay? Until I see a mass movement of men being the divine masculine they're supposed to be, I am not calling the creator of all things good, beautiful, and true he. That don't make no sense. It just don't to me. But anywho, people wondering like, wow, you still, yeah, I'm still human. Why? Because I have a heart. And I'm not talking about the heart we have in our chest. Don't piss me off. I'm talking about spiritual heart. And I've never lost my spiritual heart. Even when I was a little girl, I just wanted to help people feel better. I just wanted to be friends. I just wanted to, even before I knew what the word community meant, that's what I desired. Growing up, watching people and, experiencing people bully me just for being different in that energy. Carrying an energy of love makes you different, because most people don't know what love is. They think they're showing love to me, to each other, but it's not love. It's just possessiveness and familiarity. That's not love. I realize now that I always had the energy of love, of compassion, gentleness, this energy of just wanting to create a safe place for me and those that were around me. I always carried that energy, which means I got bullied a lot because I didn't like conflict. I came from a home of conflict. I was born into conflict. It's like being born into hell, and then I just don't want to do hellish shit. I already live in hell. Why do I need to add to the chaos that is swirling around me at all fucking times? So I got bullied all the time. And then I was quiet and introverted, and I just crawled in myself. I had my books and I had me. And I had my ideals of this life that I imagined with friends, and my loved ones saw the value in me. And, maybe if I did, I treat people the way I want to be treated, maybe this will stop. Like, what I'm saying? I never want to cause people what I'm going through or what I'm living through. And when I say I was bullied, I was bullied. And side note, people who get bullied, they eventually make you stop. Like, there is no more bullying. Because back up. What is your problem? What, you want to talk about it? You want some cookies and milk, and we can talk about whatever angst you got going on that made you think you could come over here and fuck with me just because I walked past you and you didn't like how the wind shifted when I went past you? You want to talk about it? Because one thing you're not going to do is bully me no more. But anywho, back to the heart. I always had my heart. So I always was able to give people love, but I didn't realize there was another side of the equation, that you can give, but you have to be able to receive. It's circular. It's a I don't want to say pattern, but it's a circular energy. You give, you receive, you give, you receive. It's like, what do they call that? With, some body of water where, the current goes in and out, and, it's flushing in new water while it's flushing out. Like, it's this circular thing with love. So you can love people all you want, but that love has to go to self. And that was my problem. I had no problem being there for somebody at 2 a.m. I had no problem making you a homemade meal. I had no problem listening to your woes. I had no problem, but what I had a problem with was giving myself love, because I was bullied so much. So part of me kind of internalized that. Well, I must be a bad girl because everybody treats me bad. A very childish way of thinking, but we start as children. So of course, that kind of stays with you, your trauma from your childhood. Everything that's happened to your little you is still in you. Your little you still is carrying that shit. And until you dig deep into the muck and the mire to pull out little you that is sitting there, like, how we was growing up and all they talked about was quicksand, but they didn't talk about the quicksand of the soul. And a lot of us was just, we're just enamored in this fucking muck of other people's bullshit. Because we came here clean. We come here clean. We come here bright. That's why everybody loves babies. We come here already what we're supposed to be. Until somebody starts dumping their shit into us because they're tired of carrying their own karma, their own disappointments, their own misconceptions, their own failed dreams, their own disappointment. They just want to put it on you. Because you got the space, because you're clean. Your storage shit, it's like, the soul is a storage area. And it's nothing in there. They try to tack on that generational shit. No, you came here clean. And they hook this trailer of bullshit onto your soul, and you carry it around until either you die with the shit, you have a yard sale, you get rid of it, you repurpose it, you do something with it, or you give it to the next motherfucker. And people do that. And you know why people do that? Because they have no heart. Because the fact that you would want somebody to suffer because you did is very telling. That's weird. It's like when they was talking about the forgiveness of the fucking school loans, and the people who paid this off was out there stomping their feet mad. Well, I never. Wouldn't you want somebody not to go through what you went through? Isn't the point of climbing the ladders to reach back and pull somebody up? I mean, we talk about these ideas. Is it just to get the kids somewhat fucking civilized? Because we know deep down we're lying? Anyway, back to heart. I always had heart. And now I finally have heart for myself. I love on myself. And it seems to me that nothing pisses off unhealed, traumatized motherfuckers more than somebody that they deem less than them being happy with themselves. Y'all hate that shit. And then you go out your way to convince me that I'm wrong for loving myself. And my whole thing about loving myself is you should be ecstatic, nigga. That means you ain't got to do nothing. Excuse my language. I know I'm in a mixed crowd, but it'll fall out. My community. You should be happy that I love myself. Because that takes the weight off of you. You could just be yourself. There ain't shit you really got to do with me. Reciprocality, of course, that goes without fucking saying, or maybe it needs to be said. But as long as you reciprocating the basic human respect and empathy and compassion that I give to you, we're good, buddy. Like, I love me, and anything you offer me is just gravy because I got the pot roast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have pot roast without gravy, but if someone came with some bomb-ass gravy to put on them garlic mashed potatoes, so yeah, more the merrier. Hey, pull you up a fucking chair. You done bought some bomb-ass gravy. Oh, is that salad I see? Okay. You done bought the rolls? Well, sit down. I got the pot roast. Let's have a meal. That's how love's supposed to be. Somebody's supposed to be adding, not completing. And your lack of love, and you see somebody who has a loving energy, it's not their job to continually fill you up while you consume and eat and leech and never feed them that energy back. You're not a baby fucking bird. We're adults. The only kind of behavior I expect from that is children. And even then, come on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be wobbly forever. You got to learn to walk. Anyways, back to heart. Y'all problem is you lack heart and you lack love for self. And since you lack love for yourself, my self-love offends you. As if I'm being arrogant. I'm not walking around here saying that I'm the best fucking human ever. I'm saying I'm the best to me. That's my POV. And how I feel and what I see when I look in this fucking mirror every morning ain't none of your, it really shouldn't concern you. It really is quiet as kept, none of your fucking business. As long as my feelings toward myself ain't affecting you in any kind of negative way, it shouldn't matter that I wake up every morning and I say, good morning, gorgeous. Shout out to Mary. Good morning. Was it good morning, gorgeous or good morning, beautiful? But shout out to Mary J. Blige. Because good morning to me. Me having value for myself doesn't make yours go down. Actually, it should make you feel good because you know I'm going to move in a certain way. People who love themselves and who are happy about themselves move in a certain way. It's called pattern recognition. People who are miserable move in a certain way. So you should be like, yeah, she's not like everybody else. I don't have to worry about that when I'm with her. She moves with reverence and respect in this world, and I do. I see the value in the humans around me until they start moving like demons, and then it's like, you gotta go. I'm not here to save the hearts and minds of demons. I'm here to help humans. I'm here to help other people feel better, because the quicker you motherfuckers feel better about yourselves, the better it is for the planet. The better it is for everyone else. The better it is for me. I just be sitting here and existing in my own world, living my life, trying to do better than I did yesterday, taking accountability for myself. Half the time, most of the shit I get into is because unhealed, traumatized motherfuckers walking around. And I will still look at myself and say, what could I have done better? Because I'm a conscious soul. I am woke to me and how I move in the world. And yes, I do not make it every day because I am human. I am a spirit in a body having a human experience. That means I have access to the full capabilities of what it is to be human, and that includes emotions. I'm allowed to get mad. I'm allowed to get sad. I'm allowed to feel the full range of my emotions, but what I'm not allowed to do is harm somebody else with those emotions. My emotions should be processed by me or the help of a trained professional. It shouldn't be spraying out, throwing that shit out like a monkey with poo in his hand, and then splatting people in the face with my trauma. That's how I look at me. It's not your fault that all this shit happens to me. It's not your fault that I have brown skin and people move a certain way because I have brown skin. Well, maybe it is your fault because if you feed into it, but that's a whole nother story. What I'm saying is I get the bigger picture. I try to look higher, a higher POV. You have your own, you're not racist because it feels great. You're racist because you were conditioned to be that way. You're not any of the fucked up things you are because it's just the best thing ever and you was practicing that shit when you were 5. This is something that you have been inoculated into, conditioned into, pushed into, bullied into, forced into. I can see all that in y'all. So I have an immense amount of compassion for those that are still asleep, those that are still searching, those that don't know that they are the main equation in their life, and that the second they shift, their life will shift too, because you can't help it. You are the observer. Everything you're observing your life. It's not you just living it. There's a part of you observing this shit. Until you start looking from that part of yourself that is observing yourself, you're never going to change shit because you won't be able to see yourself. You have to lift up. You have to rise up and look down at yourself and see how you're moving, and be strong enough to accept if you're not exactly what you want to be. Be strong enough to accept that, hey, I was in a dream just like anybody else. I was okay. All right. I see what the problem is, and I'm going to take steps. I'm going to figure out what my why is. Why do I want to do this? And take the first step. Because of course you're going to fall. There are some babies that did just hop up and start walking, but a lot of us stumbled and fall and got back up and giggled and tried again and drooled all over mom and everybody's clapping. Walk, baby. That's right. So yeah, we don't have that no more. No one gives a fuck. So yeah, maybe we just miss having somebody say when we get, that's all right, get back up. So I'll do that for you. That's all right, get back up. But you have to use your spiritual heart. Y'all out here moving like zombies. You don't give a fuck. You move like nothing matters because you don't matter to you. I know what your problem is. You don't love you. And I can't love you enough for you to love you. I can show you that you're lovable, but you have to believe that you are. You have to believe that you're worthy of your own fucking love. Or we're all, no, I'm not going to hell. But you, I'm going to speak for myself. No matter what happens, I know I'm staying on team good. Ain't shit nobody can do. I don't care how hellish it get out there. You're not going to have me not believe in what's right, true, and just. There is divine law. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. And a lot of you motherfuckers have forgotten that. Because you have no heart. Your spiritual heart is closed. You have no empathy. Except for those you care about, and barely at that. Let's be real. You can only give what you give yourself. And if you give yourself nothing, a lot of y'all walking around here faking and masks on, caring about what another motherfucker think, and then here I come singing loudly, I might add, and probably off key. But God said make a joyful noise, not an on key one. Enjoying being in the body, enjoying the sun on my shoulders, enjoying just being here. And it pisses you niggas off. Oh my God. You start glitching out. Is this a healed motherfucker walking past me right now? Yes. I earned it. I worked for it. I cleaned out my closet the other day and I found journals that I've had over the years. And I'm reading them. And I was like, dang, I have been on this journey for a long time. Figuring out who I am. What can I do to make my life better? What's my next move for me? This ain't no one and done. This ain't no overnight journey. Self-healing. This is every fucking day. Finding your why, revisiting your why every day. Remembering that I genuinely do love other people. Like you already have the love when you meet me. That's how God made me. It's annoying as fuck, especially when people try to use it against you. Try to play your heart against you. But baby, I'm walking around with the armor of discernment, so I already know what you're going to do before you even fucking do it. It looks the pattern recognition. Users all look the same. I don't care what color, gender, none of that shit matters. A user is a user, and a giver is a giver. Y'all need some love. Y'all need to love yourselves. That's all it is. Everybody talking about what we all need to do and what humanity needs to do and save the planet and all this other shit and all this stuff and the environment and, you know, all the political unrest and all that shit does matter because it affects us as a whole. But if we got down to the root of the problem, a lot of that shit would disappear overnight. Motherfuckers don't love themselves and they move. Either you move in a way where it's always harm to others when you don't love yourself because you're harming yourself every day. But it's like two ways about it. You go into ain't shit matter, don't shit matter, so you don't matter what I do because don't shit matter. Or you go from another symptom of lack of love for self is overcompensation. That means I'm the only thing that fucking matters. And we got a lot of that. You motherfuckers walking around like you the only humans that matter. How? When you're not the only humans here. How the fuck you the only one? I'm God's chosen. Anybody that chooses himself is God's chosen. Because people don't be choosing themselves. It's a godly act to love self. We've been conditioned to give, not receive. Everybody walking around here with their fucking cross on their back. Everybody with their own troubles, and I get that. But I'm going to need y'all to put the cross down. Because there was only one Jesus. So what you got all this plywood on your back for? Put that shit down and go heal. You ain't got to sacrifice nothing. You ain't got to martyr yourself. You ain't got to go with the crowd. You got to accept you. Quit trying to look for other motherfuckers that are troubled and trying to heal for their acceptance. They don't even accept themselves. Accept you. You have to accept yourself. That's it. And if it's some shit that hey, I don't know what you've done in your past. But even a repentant heart is helpful. You have to accept yourself. I told somebody I believed in them. And, people be thinking I'm lying. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm very serious about people feeling better. Because you have to. Because we're killing ourselves because we hate ourselves. That's why we demonize anything human. That's why people love animals so much. And don't get that. I love an animal. I have 2 cats. But the reason why we put animals or the natural world on this pedestal, because you think as a whole humanity ain't shit. And that's not fair, because there's good people on this planet quietly trying to do God's work. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to the actual innocents, which is these children, these young people who deserve a better world than what they see heading to them. They're innocent. There's plenty of reasons to save humanity, but you only focus on the worst, because you only focus on the worst in you. Everything you do is a reflection of how you feel about you. And I'm tired, and I am tired, and I don't mind saying that I am tired of being persecuted because I want to feel better about me. Motherfuckers take it like it's a person, like I did something to them personally. This bitch thinks she better. No, bitch, you think I'm better, because I would never say that. I know I'm not better. I get bubble guts. I funk up the bathroom. I have off days. I trip and fall. I stub my toe. I do dumb shit. I'm human. I never said I was better. I know we're all the same. We are reflections of each other. It's you that don't fucking know that, or you wouldn't even wrap your mind to even to say that I think I'm better, or to say that somebody who walks around exuding confidence in oneself is somebody being arrogant and they think they better. No, you think that. Stop projecting. The reason why you think a motherfucker is quietly better than you, because you don't feel like you could do that. Because you don't feel that for yourself. And it makes you mad. And it makes you feel shame. Because, well, why don't I love myself? Oh, it's got to be fake. No one really loves themselves. Well, I mean, we've had plenty of philosophers and religious people, religious influencers, let's call deities we've created that explains that it's always about self. It starts with self. It starts at home within yourself. Humans have got to get over hating themselves, or none of this is going to change. Because when you hate yourself, I mean, the part of that symptom is fuck it, let it happen. You don't care. Let the world burn. I'm burning inside. Let the madness and chaos I feel within be reflected around me. That feels like home. That feels comfortable. I like this. And as long as that the world feels that way, yeah, it's going to continue like this. How else did we get to the state of the world if it wasn't for the lack of self-love? We talk about love and what would Jesus do, but y'all don't give a damn about what would Jesus do. You don't really give a damn about Jesus. Y'all use his name for clout. Cap. I'm calling cap. That what the young people say. I call cap on y'all talking about you believe in Jesus, or you believe in Muhammad, or you believe in Shiva, or you believe in anything of a higher power. Because you don't. I can't tell. Not how you move. Not how y'all be moving out here. How this world is a culture, the whole world is a culture of bullying. And the biggest bullies win. And either you bully or be bullied. And I know. How is that my only 2 fucking choices? Be bullied or bully? How about I don't agree to none of that shit? How about I treat people with just basic respect? And let's start there. We ain't got to be best friends. I know my energy is not going to resonate with others. That don't mean you get to attack me. That don't mean you get to come over here and fuck with me. Because you don't like what you see. You don't like what you feel. You don't like that you feel like you being targeted by me just walking by. My fucking God. I literally be walking past people in the stank face that come across them. And baby, the last thing I do is stink. So I know it ain't what I smell like. It's the goodness in me. And I claim that shit. See, we got to get past having other people tell us who we are. Yeah, it's nice. Like Uncle Iroh said, if you know, you know. It's not, yeah, belief in oneself is important, but it is nice to have people come and be like, yeah, that's nice. But it really is an inside job. And I don't need you to tell me whether I'm a good or bad person. I already fucking know that. And it's for you to just judge by my behavior whether that's true or not what I'm saying. You don't get to say I can't say it. You don't get to, no. I don't gotta go and get a certificate or degree or a doctorate to say who the fuck I am. I've always been who I am. It's just for me to discover and share with y'all. Now, you could come up and say whether you agree or not based on what you've experienced when you experienced me. And that would be your opinion, your POV on me. But you don't get to come tell me, hey, if you're a good person, you don't got to say that. Yes, the fuck we do. Because you motherfuckers have forgotten. Yes, sometimes you got to stand up and claim who you are. Yes. Hell yeah. You don't get to fucking tell me who I am based on what you think I should be, based on your own fear of yourself and the fact that you secretly think I'm better than you. No. I'm tired. I need good people who are doing the work, people who are trying. I need y'all to stand up and claim that shit. Quit being so fucking quiet. These devils ain't. They loud as fuck. Shit, you can go high. You can be loud about it too. You know what I'm saying? Like that Bugs Bunny with the drum and the and I got the, yes. As I walk this stairway to heaven, yes, you won't hear me every step of the fucking way. Shit. You know how hard it is to be on the journey to self? This shit ain't easy. That's why don't nobody do it. You sit here talking about people lazy. Yeah, you should know. Because you refuse to dig deep and do what you need to do. You refuse to figure out what your purpose is because we all have a purpose. You refuse to figure out what your gifts are so you can stop looking at other people's fucking plate, wondering about what they doing. Looking in their life. Yeah, it's nice to admire people for the gifts they have. But they should be a reflection of the fact that you have gifts too. And you can't figure out what them gifts are if you all up with somebody else's ass. Self-love. That's the only problem with this world is a lack of self-love. Self-love would change this overnight and y'all motherfuckers can't convince me otherwise because self-love changed my life. I know for a fact that self-love got me off of drugs. I love myself enough to put the pipe down. And no, I'm not going to tell you which pipe. It's probably not the one you thought. Self-love made me go sit my ass down. Now I've been celibate for so long. Because I realized that it was just empty hunching. Getting used as a fleshlight. Motherfucker not even connecting with me. Feeling more empty than I was before we started. I got tired of that feeling. Most of the changes I made in my life is because I got tired of feeling that way. It wasn't to one up nobody. It wasn't to seem like I'm better. It wasn't none of that. Actually, it had nothing. Well, my kids, they had something to do because they deserved better than what I was giving them. So yeah, you sometimes can use other people as motivation, but really it was because I wanted to feel better. Anything I've ever done was I got tired of feeling that. I wasn't comfortable in that, and I never have been. I was never comfortable in conflict. I was never comfortable constant fighting and bickering and shit talking and talking about the next person, public humiliation rituals, which is what gossip is. You're sitting there feeding on this person spiritually, got your mouth on them. I got tired of all that. So I did something. I said, I love myself to do this. And no matter how many motherfucking times I fall, I'm going to get back up. And that's all there is to it. There's nothing no one can tell me. If I got to drag my broken body over the fucking finish line, then drag it is. I am tired of people trying to tell me what I'm going to do with me. I'm tired of people telling me what is available to me as a human. Fuck what color I am and what gender. Just telling me that's it, that's the cap. No, bitch. I call cap on that. I call cap on that cap. You don't put no ceiling on my unlimited potential as a human. Humans are capable of great fucking things. We see them in the world all the time. I love myself enough to continue on this journey because I can't go back to how I felt before. It's not to be arrogant. It's not to lord it over. None of that shit. I just cannot. It's like escaping hell. I can't go back to hell. And I will beat down anybody that thinks they dragging me back. And it don't even got to be with my fist, motherfucker. It be spiritually. Because I don't fight with my fist. Unless you, well, I mean, I got to do what I got to do if I'm pushed in that position. But I'm not going back to hell. I'm not going back to the hell of my mind, the hell of the relationships I was around, the environment I was in, the energy that I occupied. All that was hell. Lower consciousness, lower thoughts, living in the shadows, trying to be a light in the shadows. Motherfuckers hate that shit. They want to be in the dark. You motherfuckers, turn it. Y'all remember that old ass Warner Brothers cartoon? Somebody I don't know, it'd be like in the woods or it's bedtime and somebody, turn off that light. I'm tired of people telling me to turn off my light. I need to be around people that don't mind light, that don't mind a higher way of thinking. I'm tired of I'm tired of living in hell. And hell can be a mental place. I want to believe more. I want to see more. I want to, we're not just destructive machines, shitting machines of flesh. Like the worst possible way people think of humanity. We're more than that. And the fact that you don't want to believe that is not my fucking problem. It is not your job to come to tell me not to have hope and faith no more. How dare you be hopeful? That's basically what I hear. Faith? Real faith? You really have? Why? Explain to me why you have faith. Prove to me why you have hope. Like I need to go through a power fucking point to explain to you my state of mind in order for you to accept it. Bitch, you don't have to accept it. Just like you don't have to be in my life. That's the beauty of free will. Keep it fucking moving. You could be loving on yourself. That's how I know you're not doing the work, because you got too much energy come over here bothering me. I love us immensely. I want us to win, because that is just, might as well send the astro now, God. Like, I want us to win. I want people to feel better, and I want to do my part in that. But I need y'all to start loving yourselves. You have to. There's no way around it. Self-love is the key. Self-love is the key. Maybe I need merch. Self-love is the key, is the key, is the key, is the key. You can't open the door with hate. You can't open the door with fear. You can't open the door with ego. It is love. Love of self. Enough to look at the heavens with tears streaming down your fucking face and say, I've had enough. I'm ready. I've done it on my own. I've wandered through the wilderness for 40 fucking years. I've cried. I've shouted. I've yelled. I've cursed the heavens for my lot in life, until I realized the only thing God wants is surrender. Surrender your thoughts about yourself. Surrender your thoughts about the world. There's something higher going on here. And that's the fucking reason why they don't want us to get it together. Because the powers that were understand that shit. They understand the power of energy. They understand the power of negative energy. And they understand the divine power of positive energy, which is why they keep us negative, which is why they do everything in their power to keep ethnicities from coming together, keep groups from coming together. So we start exchanging notes and go, hey, wait a fucking minute. You're not the problem. You're not the problem. And then we all look up. It's these motherfuckers right here. But that's another video. This revolution is not about, this is a revolution of the heart. This revolution is about self-love. We're not going to save ourselves if we don't love ourselves enough to fight. We're not going to save ourselves if we don't love ourselves enough to change. We're not going to save ourselves if we don't love ourselves to take a step back and be like, wait a minute. Self-love is the key. Self-love is the key. Self-love is the key, baby. Come on. Self-love, self-love. You got to have self-love. Get it. Self-love. All right, that's it. I've rambled enough. I gotta go work out. If you don't take nothing from this video other than self-love, then I've done my job. I need you to love yourself. You're worthy of your own love and acceptance. That's it. That's the message. You are worthy of your own love and acceptance. And you don't need no motherfucker to tell you who you are. When you see yourself in your bathroom mirror every day, you already know. You just got to face it. And if something comes up you don't like, you can change it. That's the only way you're going to be able to change it. You can't clean out your closet if you don't go get in that motherfucker. Okay? You can threaten to clean that motherfucker all day, but until you go in there and start pulling shit out, that closet going to stay the way it is. That's all I'm saying. And that goes for your heart. You can't open it. You can't go clean out the gunk if you won't face it. Just remember your little you. If you need a reason to love yourself, think about little you. They are still in you, looking at you with tears in their eyes, wondering when you're going to pick them up, put them on your hip, and start healing them. That's it. That's all. Well, I love y'all. I do. I really do. But my love is not enough. And until we speak again, peace.